Imagine a world where you're the only inhabitant, confined to a small room with no one to talk to, no window to peer through, and time stretching endlessly. This isn't a scene from a dystopian novel. It's the harsh reality of solitary confinement. Today, we're delving into this extreme scenario, surviving solitary confinement for a whole year. What does such intense isolation do to a person, both mentally and physically? Stick with us as we explore this challenging topic, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more gripping content. Psychological effects. Solitary confinement is like being marooned on an invisible island. Here, the mind becomes both a sanctuary and a prison. Anxiety, depression, and a sense of unreality begin to seep in. The longer one stays isolated, the more pronounced these symptoms become. Remember the challenge taken by Mr. Beast? He spent 7 days in solitary confinement, offering us a glimpse into the psychological toll it takes, even in a controlled environment. Now stretch that to 365 days. The mind starts to fray at the edges, losing its grip on reality. Physical impact. It's not just the mind that suffers in solitude, the body does too. Lack of physical activity leads to muscle atrophy. The absence of natural light means vitamin D levels plummet, weakening bones and immunity. Imagine your body slowly deteriorating, becoming a shadow of its former self, all while you're trapped in a small space. Time. In solitary confinement, time warps. The human brain relies on external cues for time perception, but in isolation, these cues vanish. Minutes feel like hours, days feel like weeks. The concept of time morphs into something abstract, exacerbating the mental turmoil. Coping mechanisms. Despite these challenges, the human spirit often finds a way to cope. Some turn to meditation, others to physical exercise, limited as it is. The imagination becomes a crucial tool, creating mental escape routes from the cell's confining walls. Yet these coping strategies vary in effectiveness and sometimes lead to further psychological strain. The craving for connection. Humans are inherently social. The lack of interaction in solitary confinement disrupts this fundamental need. Social skills atrophy, empathy fades, and reintegration into society post-confinement becomes a Herculean task. This deprivation leaves lasting scars on one's ability to connect with others. Hallucinations. In the absence of sensory input, the brain conjures its own. Hallucinations become a common occurrence in solitary confinement, ranging from visual to auditory. These hallucinations are so vivid, they're often indistinguishable from reality, a testament to the mind's power and its desperation for stimulation. Long-term effects. Even after leaving solitary confinement, the journey isn't over. Many face post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, enduring depression, and chronic anxiety. These issues can fundamentally change a person's life, affecting relationships, work, and overall well-being. Yet, amidst these hardships, some individuals display extraordinary resilience. They maintain routines, exercise, and cling to hope. These stories are remarkable, showcasing the indomitable strength of the human will. But it's important to remember, they are the exception. So, could you survive a year in solitary confinement? It's a complex question that intertwines mental strength, physical health, and resilience. While survival is possible, the cost is immense, both mentally and physically. This exploration sheds light not just on solitary confinement, but also on the human need for social interaction, physical activity, and mental stimulation. If you found this video thought-provoking, remember to subscribe for more content that challenges and enlightens. Share your thoughts below. Could you endure a year in solitary confinement? Stay tuned as we continue to explore the limits of the human experience.